Hello, you are with Digital Communication Skills channel. In a series of episodes, I'll be following with the new Google Groups. You see, the new Google Groups are the default for all users started September 15, when users can still um, turn the old groups. Admins cannot have the settings to ask their users to use the old Google Groups. So in the admin console, the new Google Groups are turned on by default to all users. Admins need to actively turn new Google's groups off if they don't like their users to be using groups on the domain. In this first episode for Google Groups, I will follow what's important for the posting policies. You see, one on eBoard is a public Google group. I have turned on advanced features, and here are the posting policies I have applied to the group. Email posting is allowed. I could turn it off, and then members of the group will be only posting via the web interface. But I leave it since most of the members have habits using the Google Groups by email. Then I can turn on or off web posting. That practically turns the Google group into an email list if I disallow web posting. Well, I will leave it on since the Google Groups can be used on mobile too, and by switching to desktop view, you can read and even reply to the Google Group. Conversation history is on. And if it's set to off, conversations are in email only. Email digest are disabled, and new Google Group messages are not shown in Google Groups. That is practically an email list if I turn it off. Therefore, I leave it to turn on. So from the posting policy, the most important are how you communicate within the group. Members can reply to authors, members can attach files, and moderate content is a privilege to group managers. Also, the moderate of metadata is done by the group managers, and group managers can post as the group. You can toggle this depending on how you wish your Google group members to be communicating. Then the sender has his address shown rather than the Google group address. And there's no moderation. I chose this option, like messages before delivering to the group have no moderation because my group, OnlyBoard public group, is invite only. I know personally all the members, therefore I have no moderation. But you can turn this feature to moderate messages from non-members or to moderate all messages. Then you can restrict new members from posting by turning on the new members posts are moderated. Or you can even disable posting for new members. And you can choose to not restrict the new members posting. So I have some experience that has persuaded me to turn on the moderation for new members, even if, as I mentioned, these are invite-only members to the group. And the spam messaging handling is notifying the content moderators. You can reject all messages um, marked as spam, moderate the notified content moderators, which I choose since I think artificial intelligence is missing sometimes on certain contexts, and moderate without notifying content moderators. I don't recommend this. And post suspicious messages to the group. Sorry. Um, so I have turned reject message notifications off. That's for the posting policy. And I wanted to show how moderators and managers and owners of the group can post as the group. When you start new conversation, a dialog box is open with a drop-down menu, and I can post as the group or as from my business email, public email. Okay, thank you for the attention and subscribe so you can follow the next episode for managing Google Groups.